So awareness is the biggest factor. There's so many people out there who still are not aware that stroke is a risk to life. It's 1 person every 5 minutes in the UK experience a stroke. So, and it is common over here as well. The population of Alaxi would be equivalent to the number of stroke survivors on the island. People miss the symptoms. They just think, oh, I feel a bit strange. We need to get the word out that that strange feeling could potentially be a stroke. So, receiving urgent medical attention is important. We want the charity to grow. We want more and more people to come for support, whether it be just purely because they need some financial support with aids and adaptations, or whether they want to join as members of the group or volunteers. We don't mind. We're always open to suggestions from anybody. We're a nice friendly group. We also use social media, so we've got a website which we're just tweaking. Well, Ed's tweaking it a little bit. We're looking at getting onto Facebook now and getting some platforms that work on mobile phones. And we're also looking, it's a new idea, new concept, partly from Dr. Thomas, so we'll blame him if it all goes wrong. Research. We want to provide funding for research. We've done it in the past by donating to the Stroke Association for their research in the UK, which eventually comes out, it can support the island, but we want something that will directly support the island's population. So if there's anybody out there who's got any ideas and wants to put a proposition towards us for research, then please get in contact with us, because it'd be interesting to see what people think we need versus what we think would support people as well.
We have our own members to look after, and we do have monthly social events which involve maybe some sort of speaker come along to talk, like Howard Parkin talks about the stars, and we've had Manx magicians come along, do talks. I mean, they seem to like a lot of choirs. That seems to be quite a popular one. A lot of the people who have had strokes may be feel isolated from the rest of the island, and it's a way of getting out, meet like-minded people, talking with somebody who's been through the same experience as you, maybe not exactly the same, but similar. It's a good way of, I wouldn't say relieving the tension, but it's kind of putting your mind at rest. Yeah, that's part of it. And we also have outings. We have a Christmas meal each year as well. And let's see, I mentioned about the art group. It was actually started by somebody who was an artist, and he had a stroke, but he set up this group. He's a bit of an inspiration the way he carries on with the art, and you do lose a bit of control sometimes when you've had a stroke. And I think painting is a good way of actually regaining that sort of lost control. All that is only, we charge members £5 a year subs, and part of that we provide free transport, and we book it all for them so they don't have to worry. So we get taxis to and from these events, so it's less hassle for somebody to actually worry about it. And sometimes having a stroke, your brain can get a bit foggy as well, so organisation can be an issue. So we do all that for them. We actually offer a grant system. Now this is open to anybody on the island who's actually had a stroke or
support somebody as well.
Support somebody, so to make their life a bit easier. I'll give myself as an example. I got a new car, and I needed that some adaptations on that car, and I applied for a grant which was approved. I mean, it doesn't have to be something as big as that. It's worth actually applying for that. If you do want to apply, I'll mention the website. Well, it's just our name, charity name, Manx Stroke Foundation, not .com, .org. so manxstrokefoundation.org.